Welcome back to your mats, everyone. For tonight, there's a bit of a different format. As you can see, we are testing out an evening flow, and if this format works well, which I'll be relying on you guys for the feedback, then we most certainly can have more evening flows introduced into the app so that you can slow down and wind down. Tonight's class is all about immersing yourself in the cozy, yummy goodness of slowing down. That being said, have whatever that means for you to get comfortable. Blankets, bolsters, pillows, blocks, props, straps, anything soft, aromatherapy with a candle, and allow yourself to kind of create a zone so that you can really feel immersed in your practice, to tune in, breathe, and really allow all of the external distractions to just melt away. That being said, have yourself situated and we'll meet on the mat. Evening flows are one of my favorite kind of flows. Aside from all of the very vigorous like handstands, back bends, and all of that kind of practice, these evening yin flows are pretty much where my yoga practice started. And being able to connect down, slow down, tune into the breath has just been transformative. So excited to share more of that with you. We'll start today's practice in a nice tall seat. So you can sit however is comfortable for you. Sukhasana, easy seat. If lotus is easy and comfortable for you, welcome you to take that as well. Or you can sit in virasana on a bolster block, whatever is comfortable. And we'll just take these first few moments of opening our class with tuning in, softening, allowing any external distraction to just melt away and dissipate in the background. Bring a little bit more attention and awareness to you. Visualize you yourself, where you are in your space. Notice the sensations, the thoughts that might be coursing through your mind, maybe even running up and down your skin. Noticing your nervous system. Noticing your breath. And noticing your subtle body. The little muscles that might be holding on a little bit around the neck, around the shoulders, around the jaw, the eyebrows. Seeing if you can soften even more. Turn your palms upward on top of your thighs and feel for that subtle action of simply turning the palms up to broaden your collarbones and create a little bit more space for breath. You can even test it by turning your hands down and notice how the shoulder heads turn a little forward. Then again, turn your palms back up. So we'll start today's practice with a little bit of breath work. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, is one of my favorites to always just ground me down and slow things down. So Jnana Mudra in the left hand, the thumb and the index connect, extending the other three. Vishnu Mudra in the right, you can close the first two fingers, and then your thumb and your ring finger will be the ones that alternate the opening and closing of the nostril. Sit tall. Ground your pelvis down evenly. Feel the circumference of your sits bones ground down to the floor. And from that, feel a little bit lift in the pelvic floor. Allow that to lift through the navel center, up through the chest, through the throat, long spine, crown of the head reaching up, shoulders drawing down. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Right nostril will close first, inhaling through the left. Closing your left, exhaling through the right. Inhaling through the right, and seeing if you can relax your eyebrows. Closing right, smooth exhale out the left. Tongue gently pressing to the roof of your mouth. Inhale equally through your left. Feeling the cool air travel up to the bridge of the nose. Close the left. Slight draw of chin down. Opening right. Equal smooth exhale out the right. All the way to the bottom. Being easy here when you need to breathe. Inhale through the right. Let's add a count. 1. Hold at the right. Slight draw of chin to chest. Chest to chin. Open left. Exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smooth equanimous inhale for 3, 2, 1. At holding chin to chest. 3, 2, 1. Lift opening for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smooth inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding Jalandhara for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling left, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close Jalandhara Bandha for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right exhales for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding Jalandhara. Exhaling left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Inhale. Close. Exhale. Face stays relaxed. Inhale. Close. Exhale. Hands cupping over the knees. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Palms turn up. Deep breath in. Full release out. Settling here for a moment. Observing. Maybe one felt easier than the other. Inhale or exhale. Noticing which you gravitate towards. Is it the inhale or is it the exhale? Inhale is the one that allows us to rise and lift and raise our vibrations up to the ethereal realm. The exhale is the one that grounds us. So which one do you gravitate towards, heaven or earth? Thumbs to heart center. We'll start today's practice with the sacred sound of Om, the vibration that connects us to the universe, to each other, to all. Deep inhale in. Cleansing exhale out. Inhaling for Om. Slight bow of chin to your chest, thumbs to your third eye, sealing your elbows and setting yourself an intention for tonight. One word that resonates with what you wish. Peace, space, breath. With that, we'll meet down onto our backs. And go ahead and gently hug your knees into your chest. Holding a little bit still in this pose here, allow the hip flexors to bring up any sensations. That's the space in the crease of the hips. Allow your hips to feel heavier as the tailbone drops. So rather than creating that movement of rocking, we're simply being still here, and we're allowing what comes up to come up, and we are allowing ourselves to simply be present. Now go ahead, you can start to take your hands to your knees, making gentle circles with your knees opening and closing. And then circle in the other direction, opening and closing. Feeling that lift of the tailbone as you draw your knees in, and the arch of your low back as you take the knees away from you. Right knee stays hugging in, left leg extends long. Gentle little supine twist, knee across the body. Right arm can cactus or move to a T, palm facing up for that collarbone to stay broad. Breathe into your spine, elongate. Breathe out for the twist. We'll take it back through center. Cross right thigh over left and open your legs out for a reclined Gomukhasana. Hands to your ankle bones. Peel the legs wide and then allow the weight of your arms to draw your knees closer to your chest. A little gentle stretch here. Be easy as we ease into the body. Notice your shoulders if they're rising up. See if you can melt them down. Notice your breath. Can you continue to flow your breath up and down the channel of your spine? When we come back to center, right ankle on top of the left thigh, you can thread through the triangle of the legs for a reclined pigeon pose, hugging that shin bone close to you. Or if you would like a little bit more, you can cradle the right shin bone towards your chest, interlocking the hands, flexing your foot, and then allowing left foot to step down, hips to melt down. Those that would like a little bit more, left leg can also slide out as the right shin stays close to your chest. Finding your breath here in this reclined pigeon pose. And again, noticing if anything starts to rise, if any sensations start to bubble up, if you can be aware and just send more breath to the bubbling layers that are coming up. We'll come on back nice and slow. Hug both knees into your chest, and one more time, notice the sensations that might be at the hip creases. Stillness here, just noticing, allowing shoulders to get heavier, to release down, allowing tailbone to get heavier, to release down. And we'll take it to the other side. Left knee stays in, right leg extends long, gentle supine twist, leg across the body. Left arm can cactus with the palm facing up for that collarbone to rotate open. Or you can even tee out the arm. Turn your gaze towards left shoulder. Inhale for elongation in spine. Exhale for the twist. And then coming back to your center, hugging the right thigh underneath the left for a reclined Gomukhasana, hands to the ankle bones. And again, notice those shoulders, notice the belly, notice the sensations, and see if you can find a little bit more ease, keeping your face relaxed. Breath easing up and down your spine. Coming back to center for that reclined pigeon. Left ankle to the right thigh, hugging shin bone towards your chest as a level 1. Or intensifying to cradle shin bone towards your chest, level 2. Right foot can step down, and then it's a matter of allowing those hips to melt down. For those who are craving more, right leg can straighten out, allowing the weight of your leg to intensify. And then we'll breathe here for a bit. Shoulders down, tailbone down, breath moving freely, face soft, soft smile on the face. I just came across an article about non-performative yoga. And while I'm sure they're talking about performance for some sort of validation or social media content, in this scenario, think of your face as performing with grace. Relax your face. Because when we do practice with that employment of grace in our movement, in our facial features, in our breath, it also translates to how we embody the practice. Are we struggling through it, pushing through it, forcing through it? Or are we inviting more softness, ease, and grace into it? We'll slowly come on back, hug both knees in. Again, stillness in this pose, noticing the sensations. This time we'll take a belly breath. Inhale, belly into the thighs. Open mouth, exhale. Belly expands, inhale. Exhale. And one more time, inhale into the belly to expand. Exhale it out. Belly breaths for relaxation. Gently we'll roll to your right side and we'll press ourselves up to a nice tall seat, rolling over our shin bones for a tabletop position. Making any movements that are calling to you tonight. Maybe wagging the tail a little bit, releasing your head a little bit, and eventually allow your hips to find your heels in a gentle child's pose. Rest your third eye center down to the mat and rest your arms down. Allow yourself to really be in full rest, to melt yourself down into the floor. With every exhale, sinking yourself down and down a little bit more. Letting the contact of third eye to earth be your grounding, be your safety, be your home. You slowly come to forward, rolling into a cat position. Push the floor away from you. Dome your upper back. Tuck the tailbone towards the crown of the head. And then release. Inhaling to open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to a neutral spine. Reach your right arm up. look to your right thumb with your left eye, then sweeping the right arm underneath the armpit, shoulder to the floor, ear to the floor, pushing the floor away from you. And you can stay here. You can use your left hand to pull the right wrist out even further for a deeper stretch in your lats. Optionally, level 3, you can step your left foot out, hand to the ankle, and the left arm can sweep up for a deeper twist. Maybe left hand finds the inner right thigh for a bind. I hope that felt as good for you as it did for me. As the left hand and the left leg returns, the right arm can sweep back up, inhale. And exhale, right hand returns back down. Left arm moves, inhale to open the chest. Look for your thumb with your right eye. Then exhale to sweep, left arm underneath you, shoulder and ear down to the floor as you twist open. Optionally, to deepen, right hand can pull left arm out to stretch more in the left armpit, or right foot can step out, hand to the ankle, and then twisting open, right arm up, half bind option to the inner crease of your right thigh as you roll your shoulders open. Breathe into the right side waist. Create more space from rib cage to right hip bone. And slowly unwinding yourself. Right hand returns, right knee returns, left arm sweeps up, inhale. Exhale, left hand returns. Tuck the toes, easy peasy of a downward facing dog, lifting your hips up and back as you pedal out your feet and releasing your neck that works so hard to hold up that very smart head of yours. Let it go. Gently shake a little yes and a little bit no. Optional for those who are addicted to crack in the body sense of crack. You can roll over your toes, crack a few toes. Finding your downward facing dog, whatever that expression of your down dog may be for tonight. The more I go through life, the more I realize there are really so many ways to do any one thing. So down dog can be shoulder opener, ribs closed, hips back. Could be a short down dog, could be a long down dog. Really, it depends on what your body is calling for. And roll it forward into a high plank. Inhale. Lifting our right leg and taking right knee, right tricep to step right foot forward into a lizard lunge. Left knee releases, and for tonight we'll find a nice long lizard lunge to really get into the hip flexors and the hips. If you have blocks or bolsters, taking your forearms down to allow yourself to release more in the shoulders. I cue a lot of noticing your shoulders, because when the shoulders start to lift, you'll notice all this energy start to bubble up around here towards the jaw, then that moves to your eyes. And if we can release all that, we might just find a little bit more space that's been waiting for us this entire time. We'll be here in a lizard pose for a while, so get comfortable, whatever that is for you. And if it's a bit uncomfortable, maybe that's okay too, right? Playing with more breath in that moment of discomfort to invite more comfort. But also noticing what you need. Maybe tonight you just need easy comfort. And that discomfort doesn't need to be there. It can wait. When we come back up, we'll make our way into a pigeon pose. Walk your right shin bone across the mat. And again, for this pigeon, we want a nice sleepy pigeon. So go ahead and allow yourself to lullaby rock your pigeon to sleep. as you stay in the pose, the body might start to invite you for a deeper expression. And that's the best kind of invitation. One that is an invite, not force. For those who are comfortable in your pigeon, you may also take your left thumb into the sole of your right foot and give it a gentle press. Allow that to activate your right thigh back. So right hip back as you gently press into the sole of the right foot, and see if that creates a sensation of release. So many nooks and crannies that our bodies like to hold tension in. We'll slowly come on back up and roll onto your outer right hip. Step left foot outside of right for a seated spinal twist. Left hand behind your sacrum. Right arm lifts, inhale. Exhale, elbow outside of the thigh, lifting your chest tall to revolve. Turning gaze past left shoulder. Again, being easy in this twist. Finding a long spine. Returning to counter twist on the exhale, other side. Back to center, inhale. Lean back a little bit, and it can be a seated pigeon with left ankle, right thigh, or you might move this into your double pigeon. And if you need to prop your knees up on blocks or pillows, absolutely do so. Pull your chest forward on the inhale, and on the exhale, you'll move yourself forward. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bolster here to move forward. The more you can support yourself to really move into the pose and release, the more you'll find that space. So as you're here, use your breath to create the space. Inhale from the base of your tailbone up through the crown of your head. Elongate spine. Exhale, move chest forward and fold over shins. Inhale. And it can be subtle. Exhale. Imagining a hand at the middle of your back, gently lengthening your chest forward every inhale, and gently allowing you to come down closer with every exhale. Lifting yourself back to a tall seat, moving props out from underneath you. We're going to hug the left knee into our chest. Interlock your fingers underneath that left thigh, chest tall, thigh in, lift up. Optionally, sliding to cup left heel, shoulders pulled down, hip pulls down, chest lifts up. You can play with flexing and even pointing. And eventually, we'll allow the left leg to come all the way down into Janu Shirshasana. The option here could be a half lotus with your right foot, and perhaps even a bind, right hand to your right foot. Inhale, lengthen chest, square the belly button over left thigh, flexing your foot, and exhale, moving forward. If at this point your belly connects into your foot, which the arch of the foot fits perfectly into that groove, then you can start to release both hands to the foot. Pull your chest forward, inhale, and exhale. And again, playing with the different activations, flexing your foot, feeling it more in calf and hamstring, pointing your foot, also feeling it more in the hamstring. See what you feel more sensation in. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Coming up nice and easy. Cross both ankles and roll into a downward facing dog. Finding 5 breaths in your down dog, allowing your neck to release, allowing your hips to stretch back. Notice how your hips feel in comparison to that first down dog. Rolling forward into that high plank. Left knee, left tri, left foot outside. Right knee releasing down for your lizard lunge. Eventually coming down to forearms, whether that's blocks or the floor. And allowing your shoulders to release, body to melt down. Here for a moment, getting comfortable, finding that support. Before walking it back into a pigeon pose. Left foot wiggles across your mat. Adjusting yourself for square hips, and then coming down to sleep your pigeon. Now in your pigeon, if you're comfortable, you might take your right thumb to the sole of your left foot, giving it a nice massage or pressure press. And as you press into that sole of the left foot, think of wrapping left hip back and moving chest forward, belly forward, spine longer. When we come back, we'll roll ourselves onto outer left hip, stepping right foot outside of left thigh. Hips grounding down, right hand props up your spine, long spine. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, twist. Lift the chest, look past the right shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to center and exhale for the counter twist to the other side. Inhale, center. Lean back. Seated figure 4, seated pigeon. Option 1 or option 2, double pigeon, perhaps with a block for more support, perhaps a bolster, also for more support. The bolster you can play on the different heights. Inhale for length in the spine, chest forward, and exhale. Finding your breath to move you forward. And of course, as the body gets more and more open and spacious with the invite, allowing yourself to come closer and closer to the floor. Breathe in, chest forward. Breathe out, melt. I think this side's more open for me. There's really never any rush to get there, get anywhere. It's all about that journey. Allowing the invite to lead you through breakthroughs and epiphanies. It's the best feeling. So that step by step, you'll see that you've come a far, far journey. Coming back up nice and easy. We're going to hug the right knee into our chest. That left heel can slide closer to our sits bones. Interlock hands underneath thigh. Chest up, thigh in. Right leg up. Or hands cupping the heels to pull the hip bone down. Pull that thigh closer to you as you lift your chest up. You can play flexing or pointing to see what the different sensations are. And eventually, we'll go ahead and release the right foot down. Left foot inner right thigh for Janushri-shasana. Squaring belly and chest to right thigh. Optionally, left foot into half lotus, half Ardha Padmasana. Left hand can even come to hold the big toe bone. Lengthen spine forward, right hand to the pinky edge side. Peel the pinky towards you as you fold down. And when the arch of the foot comes into that fit of a glove and a ball in your belly, then you can release both hands to traction your spine forward on the inhale and to fold you down on the exhale. Again, playing with the different modalities of point. Maybe you get more length in your spine from the point and a flex. Maybe somewhere in between floint. Smooth oceanic breathing. And inhale to lift back up. Both legs out, feet together. Lift hips up, hips sit back down so that your flesh is equanimous in your hips. Lift chest, inhale. And without your hands, allow yourself to come down. So if tight hamstrings, separate the legs a little bit. You can have a block. You can have a pillow. And allow yourself, so you see what I'm doing with the pillow. I'm using the pillow to draw my hips back, my ribs forward as I fold forward. So this is a good place to be. Of course, if you're closer, no block. And I really like the pillow for this because there's compression on the thighs. It's like that weighted blanket feeling. It's so, so nice. Or without the pillow, it's your Paschimottanasana. Without your hands, using your breath to elongate spine forward, hips back. And exhale to fold. Roll yourself up like a string pulling from behind the belly button. Legs slide out. Tuck chin to your chest as you roll yourself down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Laying out nice and long. If you have a pillow for your eyes, that would be really nice. If you have a bolster or a pillow for underneath your legs, that's also very nice. And if you have a pillow, or I'm sorry, if you have a blanket for your body, that's ultra nice, especially a weighted blanket. So let yourself get really comfortable. Let everything feel like a blanket of relaxation washing over you. Your eyelids heavy, body heavy. Everything more relaxed than when you first stepped on your mat. Take a full breath in. And release it all out. Savasana. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Gently roll the ankles. Roll your wrists. Allow one ear to fall to the shoulder at a time. Reach your arms up, inhale. Point toes away, full body stretch on the exhale. And gently rolling to one side, arm as your pillow. This fetal position, like a symbol of renewal. Taking your time to sit up tall. Eyes either softly gazing down or softly closed. Cup your hands over your knees and lift your chest up. Close your eyes. And this action of cupping while keeping the collarbones open allows you to connect to yourself. Take a moment to just observe and take inventory of how you feel right now, how your nervous system feels. And allowing that to just be a moment of appreciation in itself. Slide thumbs to heart center. Lift chest to thumbs. Take a full breath in. And a full exhale out. Bowing chin to your chest, thumbs to your third eye. Sealing the elbows. We seal our practice with gratitude and love. Thank you, everybody, for practice. Namaste.